Hello guys, welcome back to our Ancient Ruins Exploration in part 29 of Immortal Way of Life. Now, last episode we started exploring this space, we got a special deity transformation technique, the best cultivation technique as well, another cultivation technique from Grandfather Blackheart, a lot of different materials, missing jade slips, a sword, etc. And now we will continue. As soon as we approached this place, the iron sword behind you trembled violently. Along with the bustling sound of a sword chant, Wei Wuji gradually appears. Quickly, he turned his gaze back to the iron sword, his hands formed a seal, and he rapidly chanted an incantation that you could not understand. Quick, inject spiritual energy into the sword. Without much thought, you quickly infused all of your spiritual energy into the plain and unadorned sword. As the spiritual chi flowed in, the sword's vibrations gradually weakened and returned to calmness. While Wei Wuji gazed ahead, an immensely dazzling and magnificent pillar of light shot up into the sky from where he was looking. Look over there. Unexpectedly, it caused such a great phenomenon in the world. Perhaps people nearby have noticed. Let's head over there and check it out. By the way, I believe... Okay, we don't have it yet. The next... Yeah, it's 0 years away. Thank you for your effort. Wow, how are my clues actually looking? I don't have everything, I know that much, since I missed the year 1 to 6 mission. But we can definitely check that out in the end. A flying sword stained with golden spiritual energy suddenly leaped out from the side and you quickly dodged. The sword whistled past you and paused in mid-air before attacking you again. You have some understanding of that technique, which clearly comes from the Golden Rainbow Sword Sect. Unexpectedly, there are cultivators from that sect ambushing here. You are furious and scan your surroundings to find the owner. The person wielding the flying sword seems to lack skill, as you can see from a distance that their clothes are tattered and their overall appearance is bizarrely decadent. Be on alert or avoid him. Now we will be on alert, definitely, we won't just avoid him. Paragon overflowing action. He's looking quite young, I'll be honest. Roar! Speaking slowly but acting fast, he let out a wild beast-like roar and ran towards you in a strange position. Divine Sword Art, Radiant Sword Art, Heavenly Blade Skill, Tie-In 6 Void Kung Fu. By the way, very strong build, like Divine Sword Art, Tie-In 6 Void Kung Fu and Radiant Sword Art, or Golden Plates, or Thousand Plates, or Golden Rainbow Sword Formation, all of them insanely strong. I was actually considering them for my no money run, but I don't know if that would go so well. It requires a lot of techniques and as such too much like reputation, especially to get the different techniques. Oh, infected by the Blood Fury Chi. Most of your powers are forgotten and you can only fight by instinct, but all damage dealt is doubled. But we killed him. But yeah, this build definitely could work, but it requires so much. Just different techniques and everything, but same idea with Water Sword if I go for like an OTK build. You need 1000 reputation in Ningzhou, 1000 reputation in the Endless Sea to get the Great Illusion technique, to get the Ice Cracking technique, to get, what else is it called? That one technique, Reverse Meridian from the Golden Rainbow Sword Sect. And when you're doing tasks to increase your reputation, you're not getting any money at all, because that's the mod I'm playing. And it's like, I am so uncertain what kind of build I want to play. But back to this Yanfu writings. You quickly flipped through a few pages. Roughly recording is this is roughly recording some of this person's insights and thought down and some details on their daily life. It seems this is the Grand Elder that the Golden Rainbow Sword Sect is searching for. Yep, even such a strong person can't escape like this corrupt air, this corrupt turbulent flow that is in here. What is this word? Forlorn? Forlorn hope. Down here, another flower of samsara. Before you is the land where manifestations of anomalies appear. You notice many cultivators are converging towards the direction. The road ahead is unclear. What do you decide to do? Note, if you enter, you can't leave again. Let's move on. We explored everything. Like you can see, we fully explored the map, did everything we can. And here we go. When you rush here, many cultivators are also flying one after another to this location. It seems they are attracted by the portent. Okay, Google define me portent. I don't know what this word is. A sign or warning that a momentous or calamitous event is likely to happen. Wow, like that is fitting, but I have never heard this word. Several people seem to have arrived here earlier and we're now circling in mid-air. Among them is Gongsun-ji. So we found Nishushin by the Chi so far, now it's Gongsun-ji, just Lin Mushin is missing. Now this should be the place where the vision appears, but at first glance there is nothing special here. Well, it's just an illusion to deceive the eyes. It is cleverly designed to be difficult to notice. No matter how mysterious this maze is, let's go in and try to fade it out. Okay, although you can crack it, I can understand the mysteries of this deceptive array. I saw Gongsun-ji take out 4 formation flags and throw them around. What happened? Interesting. It seems that a multiple array formation has been set up here, with arrays within arrays, within arrays, within arrays. The peripheral illusion array was easily broken, but these formations in front of me are not so easy to deal with. It looks like I'll have to study it carefully. Dear fellow Taoists present, if any are skilled in the art of Tao of formation or art of formation, please come forward and help me break this. Definitely give aid. We are good at everything. We are a jack of all trades, master of everything. Brother Gongsun, I've come to assist. Do you have any insights? Yes, we have a deep understanding of the way of arrays, and upon close observation you notice some clues. This ancient formation setup is indeed ingenious, but it's limited in size and no one is controlling it. Only 2 people need to connect their spiritual thoughts, search the different directions and pull out the flags at the same time. Huh. This plan is great. Since no one is controlling it, even the most intricate array will lack variation. You and Gongsun-ji work together to systematically crack the remaining formations. Now, if your Tao enlightenment is not high enough, he will do it himself, someone else will stand up, etc. So you can still progress. Although these arrays are not controlled by everyone, they often break just as soon as one is dismantled. It's really amazing. Could this be the legendary Chimen Dunja technique, I believe it's called? Or in this case, odd gate escaping technique? The strange yip? Correct. It's said that by using this method to arrange formations, one can continuously absorb spiritual energy from between heaven and earth. Therefore, those who arrange this formation can the people who arrange formations can set up a multiple linked formations in an instant. No wonder it's so tricky. So, how can we break through? Such a great opportunity is right in front of us, and you still want to break the formation. You only see Gongsun-ji sitting down cross-legged and he put multiple flags around him. Yeah, definitely. Will sit down cross-legged as well and try to comprehend this. You hesitated for a moment, sat down cross-legged with a sudden understanding. If you could use this opportunity to get enlightenment, breaking this array would be a piece of cake. And we got enlightenment. I still believe this is Chimen Dunja, but the Book of the Mystic, sure, let's call it this. You and Gongsunji both gained enlightenment on this Book of the Mystic. Although you've only grasped the surface level, it won't be difficult to break the current array. As the array was broken, thick fog dissipated and 5 stone animal statues slowly rose from the underground. 10 cross-shaped stone animals are located in the east, southwest, north, respectively. You carefully observe and notice the spiritual beasts on it are azure dragon, vermilion bird, and so on. What are your thoughts? I dare not show off my limited knowledge, but perhaps is this sculpture related to the 5 elements? It is. It is. For example, if a puppet with water attributes is attacked by a fire spell, it may be difficult. Okay. No need to do anything. I can handle it alone. There are only a few of them. I can handle them alone. Sure. Puppets, early nascent soul. Immunity to wood damage. Okay. I'll be honest. This could be a problem. I hope entanglement does not count as wood damage. And what else? Double the damage dealt to targets with shield. And just deal more damage. Okay. You better not say entanglement is wood damage. It's better some other form of damage. Okay, he's taking damage, that is good. Entanglement does not count as it. Like, that's one of the issues with, like, this puppet. If you are, let's say, playing water sword for a water sword, you're purely dealing water damage in most cases. Unless you substitute in some sword damage and so on. And the next one, I guess we can just skip them. Like, these are the exact same characters, just with a slightly different setup. And that's the next one. And another one, the wood version. What did you have as a passive? The enemy gains tangled and poisoned, sure, so be it. There you go. This was kind of annoying, this one, since he restricted you to 5 moves per turn at maximum, but not a big deal. And Living Flame. And last and least, never mind, there's one more. I thought this was already the last, but we'll just take last and least in reference to this one. And I just noticed they don't have a second arm. They have one arm and talisman over here, a core right there. Interesting. Interesting design. Okay, actually the last one. And we move on. Reputation increased by 30. We are an elder of the Bamboo Sect. Exactly. I have heard of your reputation for a long time. Yes, my reputation is remarkable. I have like 3k reputation. So, these mechanical puppets are no less difficult. Nah, they were a lot more like simple. A random other cultivator, it can be way harder. They can deal way more damage, have way more defenses, more mechanics, etc. Like, they are way more intricate, a cultivator itself. This puppet is very simple though. 2 skills, like 2 techniques, 1 divine skill, pretty simple. During like the time when I challenged those puppets, cultivators' chats drifted into your ears. It was mostly compliments. Boom, boom, boom. The ground beneath your feet suddenly began to tremble, accompanied by the grating sound of irritatingly rough stones, like a door opened. During the process of breaking the formation, more and more people are rushing to this place, including Nishushin, Bailey Chi. Where's Lin Mushin? Like, she just doesn't exist. Once this door was fully opened, a group of cultivators with slightly more courage swarmed out, and their spiritual power surged. One after another, they competed to rush into the door. After all, maybe there are treasures. But let's be honest. We could rush ahead. Good question. They have a formation to guard the exterior of the place. No way in hell is there no defense system in the inside, we'll just wait and see. In the ancient ruins, danger is often accompanied by opportunity. As a cautious cultivator, we are. Zero deaths so far, I'm just repeating this. Zero deaths in this whole series on extreme difficulty with this Heaven Sword starting -5 point, talent point, etc. I am very impressed by myself. Like, I could have foreseen it, maybe a random demonic cultivator kills us in episode 1 or 2. Maybe we mess up in the thunder tempering, but that was very simplistic. Maybe we mess up another breakthrough, but that did not happen either. The Saint, that 9 Mystery Saints, was pretty simple. Okay, I guess these are screams. You immediately look towards the direction of the screaming, only to come face to face with a sharp appendage soaked in fresh blood. The underground palace is indeed mysterious. Thankfully, you didn't act recklessly. The cultivators around the spirit beast seem to have fallen into chaos. Sure, let's help them. Evil demon. He can only strike, and that's it. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking with me? It can only hit you, has no techniques, no other amazing stuff, and people are failing to defeat this one. There better be. He doesn't even have any buffs from this place. Like, this gotta be a joke now. Let's just entangle him to death. I wonder how it feels playing against a cultivator like this. Like, knowing that every time you move, you are slowly dying. Like, that has got to be a gruesome way. Huh? What happened? One of my skills failed. I get it. Wow, look at this. Look. What the fuck is he twerking in the background? What are you doing? What are you doing? During the fight against this demonic creature, a dazing sensation is particularly strong. What is this thing? It seems this demon beast is formed by death chi or killing chi, and it's different from the ones in the heavenly demon eye. Well, it was early nascent so, but it has no techniques. The one in the heavenly demon eye were scarier, simply due to the nature of magic chi being present over there, and them having more stuff. If one's mental state is unstable. Wait a second. Is there like a specific debuff you get if your mental state is low against them? But we now entered the dark chamber. After the battle with that evil demon just now, many cultivators were injured or killed. Are you kidding me? You were injured or killed by this demon. You know in your heart this place is extremely dangerous. It's probably risky to move along. Fortunately, there is only a steep stone staircase winding down. Hello. A stone wall. You arrive at a crude stone chamber. It's been passage of time for 10,000 years, so it has existed for 10,000 years. Do you want to read it? I've got it. This sword has finally fallen into my hands. With this treasure sword, my name as a mixed person Xuanji will surely resound throughout Ningzhou, and I am only one step away from ascending. The cultivators outside are still searching for the sword's whereabouts, so I must hide here first. With the array that I am proud of concealing me, they surely won't find my hiding place. What does it matter if this ancient city is about to collapse? At most in 500 years, I can break through the void and directly reach the mainland again. By the way, I forgot to showcase this technique we got by breaking the array. Absorb 1 point of chi for each array skill used. Insanely important for the Golden Rainbow Sword Sect, a sword formation build, but so be it. Another evil demon. We can skip the fight. Hell yes. Hell yes. That is good. Anything else? After walking along these stone steps, you see something flying over your head. Several golden arrows flew out from the side as if they could track the figures of the cultivators in front. And they like shot at the head at all times. They have aimbot, I swear to god, aimbot. The front runner Nishijin narrowly avoided being hit. Luckily he seemed to have a high level defense magical treasure on him. However, the other cultivators were unable to dodge in time and were shot by the small arrows, fainting immediately. Be careful, this is a soul sense trap. Lin Mushin, the Lin family elder. Upon uttering those words, several strikes of soul sense broke through the sky, shattering the arrows. This was close. Nishijin stumbled over garlic? How do you stumble over garlic now? You just evaded multiple arrows, you avoided near-death crises, and you stumble over a piece of garlic? This has to be a wrong turn. Come on, you. Miss Lin, do you recognize the origin of this arrow? It's the soul-stealing arrow. This arrow has no physical presence and cannot be blocked with normal spiritual energy shields. To pass through, one must condense their soul sense. Okay, Biology is saying he's not good at soul sense, but the flight speed of the arrows is not very fast. And with his body Dao attainments, his body refinement, he can just easily dodge it. He has enough speed. Yep, after Bai Liqi finished speaking, he flashed forward and charged ahead. The soul-stealing arrow flew out once again, but it was not quick enough to catch up with him. In just a short moment, he successfully leaped over the stairs and reached a safe area. Upon seeing Bai Liqi pass through, everyone showed off their own abilities. Now there are multiple opportunities we have. We can either go ahead and use Soul Sense to counter it. We can pass through while dodging. Yeah. Or we can seek help. That could be interesting. Wait a second. Let us seek help. I am not skilled in Soul Sense. Relying solely on physical ability is too risky. Who should I... Nishijin. Let's be honest. You glanced at Dao's knee sitting on the ground. He tripped over garlic and now we ask him for help. I was so lucky. I didn't expect someone had set up a trap here. Guanyang Yu, don't worry, I have brought plenty of pills with me in case of emergency. These pills can enhance our soul sense. We can take them. And trust me, my body Dao attainment and my soul sense is more than enough to get through here. Like we're talking, I believe you need like 80 soul sense to get through there. I have 200 something. You need a 70k body Dao to get through there. I have 200k something. Yeah, this was just for fun. What is down here? Next level, nope. More stone walls. Evil creature. This sword is an evil creature. It is devouring my soul. My mind is being polluted by magic chi. I want to throw this sword away and escape outside. But the people outside are also going crazy. They are unconscious and don't feel pain. This evil aura inside the Ningzhou Ancient Ruins is so terrifying. I have returned here again. Fortunately, I brought enough spiritual pills with me. I must research and develop pills that can suppress the demonic aura. I don't have much time left. If I continue to stay here like this, I will eventually become a lunatic like those outside. That does not sound promising at all. I bet this is heading down again. Nope. Hello. A sharp and piercing sound of swords suddenly resounded. A demon sword was entirely contaminated with malevolent energy. Oh, is this the sword that was sealed in the other tower we did with biology? Good sword. It's at least at the level of a pure young magic treasure. Xuxin wants to take it down, but they ended up in a stalemate, creating a lively scene. Could this sword mentioned by the mysterious person be that Xuanji sword? Or Xuanji master sword? But our old grandma answers, in my opinion, in the initial records of the Xuanji master, there is a strong admiration for that sword between the lines, if you read between the lines. Although the quality of this demonic sword is acceptable, it is nowhere near enough to impress a cultivator who has achieved the perfection state of nascent soul, like the peak of nascent soul. There must be other swords that are far more valuable. We can either meet the sword in battle or watch from the sidelines. Late nascent soul, Immortal executing sword art, deals damage if he doesn't have shield, gain bleed, gain gathered force, effect is doubled if HP is below a certain amount, and if you deal damage you heal for this amount you dealt. Pretty simple, 4k life, you can slowly whittle him down. Especially gathered force itself is not the best since it relies on you not being hit, and this sword doesn't have any form of shield whatsoever. Perfect. We just end our turn. He used his gathered force setup, but he immediately took damage from entanglement, which completely purged his gathered force. What is killing Xuanji? Deals 180 damage at the start of next turn, and yeah, sure, go for it. Go for it, buddy. Like this. We can probably double it up first and then kill him. We only get Spirit Sword Fragments, Tier 5 Spiritual Object, Sword and Young Attribute. I am skilled, +1 again. What a pity, what a pity. I haven't had the chance to use my unique sword techniques. Yeah, this sword should be on par with the sword spirits we encountered in the Imperial Sword Sect. If I am not mistaken, there should be a formidable spirit beast sealed within this underground palace. Okay, he's not talking spirit beast, but even artifact. Yep, let's check it out. Is this another stone wall? Still the same kind of stone wall, but these messy and disorderly symbols are difficult to call words. So we can't read that anymore. Now, was it destroyed over time? Or was that one cultivator no longer able to write words because his mind is being perturbed and everything? Hello, no more. Okay, that's just one direction. The aura ahead seems to have become even more dense. An uncomfortable sense of might suppression emanates from the depths of this dimly lit stone path. Those of you who have noticed this should reorganize the team. Slow down, yeah, sure, who cares? A small dark shadow sits on the throne steps not far away, and the oppressive aura you sense is coming from there. Be careful, this suppression is not ordinary. That one person blocks the way to the depths that you must pass through. If you want to go deeper, you will definitely have some interactions with him. The surroundings were enveloped in a blood-red demonic energy. Yeah, the person looks extremely tricky. Bamboo Mountain Sect Elder. Judging from the breath, his cultivation, he should be at the nascent soul great perfection stage. This level of strength, could it be he is the expert who created this underground palace? Shong Se is what he says, but Hermit Xuanji, a mindless person, life and death. He murmured incomprehensible words softly in his mouth, which you couldn't understand. Yeah, like even such a person is affected by the killing intent and loses their consciousness. Be careful, he seems to have set up other arrays nearby. The Hermit Xuanji seemed to sense your arrival and looked up at you. Strange light flickered in their eyes. You murmured to yourself that this was bad, then activated a surge of spiritual energy that shot straight up to the sky, and you became clear-headed. When looking around, cultivators with lower cultivation levels fell to the ground with muddled minds, and it seemed they wouldn't recover in a while. Oh, you are also here, Radiant River. We can't underestimate this person. Their cultivation is truly rare in the world, and they possess disturbing spirit and blood fury chi. I don't know why I say furry every time. Blood fury chi. I'm confident. Nah, I'll deal with him. I'll deal with him first. You guys wait back there, I'll deal with him. Late Nathan Soul. Oh wow, he has this technique. The Xuanqing Tianjin Lu. Besides that, you have this, there you go, Chi Man Dunja. Told ya, that's what it's called. He is an array build, and he has like every array that it feels like. Why? He only has the drive skills because all of those formations are already in play. That is very cool. Look, oh my, look at the status bar. Not good. The nearby arrays have been activated. We will find a way to help you break the array. Absorb 2. The joke is this doesn't do anything for him now. He gets shield for every array when releasing, like there's a chance of releasing defense array when damaged by a skill. Besides that, he gets shield, he gets more energy, enemy gains burn, enemy gains tangled, enemy gains poison. I get shield, like he gets shield in that. He heals, the enemy gets frostbite, 9 killing array, deals some damage. Okay, should be decently doable. Like he just do our typical stuff. Does this count as him taking damage to activate his defense array? It does not seem like it. The technique he used to activate, he may just die. He is super close to dying. The technique he used to activate the expulsion array many years ago was the, no clue, the Qian Kun Pai Cai Ju. This technique has been lost for many years, but unexpectedly it was witnessed again. I don't know which one that he's talking about. Little Sumero, Qian Kun 100 Chow? Maybe this one? No clue. And here it's over. A fragmented pill recipe. A pill recipe carried by him which has been mutilated by the age over time. And a meteorite. Cool. You shattered the nascent soul of that expert with a single sword strike. As his soul disappeared, the might suppression gradually dissipated, but the ominous energy emanating from the depths of the underground palace became increasingly strong. Sure enough, it is like this. What's up? What do you refer to? Just now, I had some doubts. The person who set up these arrays was not so much trying to prevent outsiders from entering, but rather was more afraid of something coming out from the inside. Those restraining arrays also prove this point. You see, once this array is broken, the malevolent aura that emanates from the depths of the underground palace becomes even stronger than before. It seems the mysterious expert laid out these multiple traps and arrays to seal away a certain extremely vicious and evil thing. What could it be? Let's see for ourselves and decide. This is not good foreboding, but yes, let us enter the next level. You have finally arrived at the deepest part of the underground palace. The first thing that catches your eye is in the large hall built with first thing that catches your eye in the large hall, built with rough stone blocks, is a huge sword condensed of malevolent energy. Like, look at this. This is already screaming evil to me. Like red demonic chi, etc. An array, it's sealed with chains. This is something that shouldn't resurface on the world. The solid malevolent energy even slightly distorts the surrounding space. This sword is firmly anchored to the circular stone platform, engraved with an array, and using chains imbued with dense spiritual energy to bind it. You gather your spiritual energy in your eyes and carefully observe the chains, discovering that there are many ancient inscriptions that you cannot recognize. Yeah, this Hermit Xuanji is truly unfathomable. He must have been a rare talent in his time, and it seems that fate truly plays with people. Old Grandma, what do you think? Is this sword perhaps related to what we encountered earlier? Do you recognize the characters engraved on it? What's wrong with you? While you were trying to chat with Wei Wuji, the atmosphere among the crowd had already become tense. The Grand Elder! This sword is full of demonic aura, clearly a demon sword that was abandoned by the demonic cultivator in this place. Today I must take it back to my sect and handle it properly. I love it. Like using righteous excuses to claim the treasure for yourselves. Minghe, old man. This treasure should belong to someone who has faith with it. I can see that you're clearly just greedy for this treasure, so why bother finding any high-sounding excuses exactly? Since this demon sword has already appeared in the world, it must not be left here any longer. Otherwise, if it's stolen by demonic cultivators, the consequences are unimaginable. All the people present here are top-notch experts of Ningzhou. How could a demonic cultivator possibly steal the sword? Everyone, let's not even discuss the fact that this demon sword has not been released from its seal yet. Even if it can be removed, I'm not sure we will be able to control the sword. If the demon sword hasn't been even taken out yet, it's ridiculous for us to argue and fight about who possesses it. Well, yeah, pre-arranged agreement beforehand sounds good. Suddenly, a violent tremor interrupted the cultivator's communication. The binding chain that held the sword was cut off by someone at an unknown time. The evil energy that had been trapped for a long time finally found a breakthrough and came rushing towards you with a fierce momentum. Bright River formation. So the River Sect Grand Elder says to the Golden Rainbow Sect Grand Elder that they should form a formation. Yep, they together activated a formation. However, the fierce evil energy attack caused the array to show signs of loosening quickly. Fortunately, the remaining people temporarily put aside the debates and quickly joined the ranks of maintaining the array. You closely watched the position of the sword and suddenly discovered a cultivator who looked very familiar in the dazzling light. That's the personal disciple that Elder Hongru of the Shifting Sand Sect always kept by his side. Who's there? His loud shout instantly made everyone concentrate there. You've already used up more than half of your energy just resisting the sinister energy that the Shifting Sand Sect cultivator almost... Huh? Okay, I am confused about this translation, whatever. Mysterious Bone, Xuan Gu. Grandfather Blackheart is also here, good to know. Ancient Divine Sect Guardian, Patriarch Dark Bones or Xuan Bones or Xuan Gu, whatever you want to call them. Didn't expect your luck to be so good. Yep, naturally I will live longer than you. Talking more is useless, come and attack. The ancient god sect's guardian face turned cold. A faint purple cold light burst out from his hand and penetrated the array's protective barrier, heading straight towards Old Man Darkheart. In an instant, purple light burst forth and countless black vines shot out. Old Man Darkheart condensed a touch of cyan-cold light in his palm, and a shield appeared out of thin air to intercept the vines. Spitting out a mouthful of blood, Old Man Darkheart forcibly took on this attack. Why do people take attacks head on? Same with Soulland. Why does everyone decide to attack the Clear Sky Hammer head on? Why does no one think dodging may be a good idea? Like, dodging seems way better than enduring an attack, but so be it. Did you have another breakthrough? It seems you haven't been standing still these past few years. I still have more important matters to attend to, so I'll spare you for a few more days. The ancient god-sect guardian, using some sort of divine skill, snatched the demon sword floating amidst the restive evil energy. Not bad. To be able to obtain the immortal executing sword on the strip is truly a stroke of luck. The heavens must have smiled upon me. Mwahaha. What? The immortal executing sword? Isn't this sword rumored to be in the hands of the White Emperor? Wow, surprisingly, it's the immortal executing sword. This sword absolutely cannot fall into the hands of the demonic sect. The immortal executing sword, under the control of the ancient god sect elder, emitted a sinister light. The atmosphere in the hall suddenly became tense, and even space showed signs of instability. The ancient god sect elder tightly gripped the sword's hilt. And the great formation that protects us is gradually shrinking, and cultivators inside the formation are ready to launch attack. Lord Hong Ru, or the Eternal Harmony. A figure was sent flying backwards, crashing into the crowd as a strong, murderous aura quickly poured out from the gap in the array. Although several cultivators quickly reacted to fill the gap, the aura still ran amok within the array, causing the crowd to quickly fall into chaos. What's up? A shifting Sandsect cultivator who approached stumbled to the ground in an extremely contorted posture. Elder Hangru, what are you doing? Consolidation? Consolidate the array? I'll come to consolidate you right away. An spiritual energy bomb was condensed in the palm of Paragon Eternal Harmony. It quickly grew to the size of a human head and was then thrown by him into the cultivators maintaining the array. However, what I am consolidating is definitely the great plan of my ancient god sect. The sharp screams, my god, holy! I can't speak right now. Give me a moment, give me a break. Okay, here I am again after my short break, and something very, very embarrassing happened to me. I thought I clicked on continue the recording and did the rest of Ningzhou Ruins, and it turned out I did not record it. So I was able to play through the Ningzhou Ruins a second time to get to this point. So I'll definitely be doing it a lot quicker. Give aid, hello, Lord Eternal Harmony. He is a gravity build, which normally is a really strong build. Like, if you build it correctly, gravity is absolutely insane, as you can restrict the opponent from doing anything at all. And if you want a super boring but immensely strong build, gravity is the thing for you. If you want to have fun in the game, don't play gravity. That's it. It's so boring. You are just waiting multiple turns, passing turns one after another. Now our fierce and swift attack dealt with Paragon Eternal Harmony, and we feel the Iron Sword behind us trembling. And now the ancient god sect elder Darkbones raised his immortal executing sword high and slashed the massive boulder behind him. And we get a new scene. I love it. I love how it looks so distorted, and everything is collapsing. But yeah, as the blade of the immortal's executing sword swept through, a wide space rift was opened up. And now the cold and gloomy gaze of Patriarch Darkbones lands on you. Why would you remember something? Ding! And our Iron Sword, initially unsettled, now calms down again, and we escape from an illusion of blood. Old Blau, what happened? Wei Wuji's gaze was sternly fixed on that old man Dark Bones. The Immortal Sword and the Immortal Executing Sword have a mutual connection, and this Dark Bones may have sensed my existence in your body. Immortal Sword? What do you mean? The specifics can be discussed after leaving this place, but now this small dimension is about to collapse and we must leave here as soon as possible. Yep, he's using some divine skill to pass through space, that ancient god sect elder Dark Bones. And as the Immortal Executing Sword disappeared, the malevolent aura became thinner. But well, this space is already collapsing, so everyone leave this place and get out of here. After facing numerous setbacks, everyone finally returned to Soilo Valley. Although there were some people, not everyone. There were some people who just died, some people were left inside, some people joined the demonic sects and so on. Like even some powerful cultivators with nascent soul cultivation were a bit embarrassed. But we can now hand in the different tasks. We have, hello Shifting Sand Elder, fellow Taoist, what is this? Heart-rent Shroom. There you go. Thank you for recovering our legacy. 1300. Hello, what is this? Take out the Red Fire Yuan Copper Essence. Thank you, fellow Taoist. 1 million. Okay, that's a bit better. Alert Eternal Spring. What should we do? Elder Yu, is there anything? The Broken Jade Slip. Could this be my sect's long-lost true elements and annals technique? I only glimpsed a fraction of this technique in the founder's writings, but I never thought we could find it in the ancient ruins of Ningzhou. However, certain parts have been damaged and may require some time to repair. We will definitely not mistreat. I feel mistreated. I absolutely feel mistreated. Hello, yep, I found this. This is the record of that elder. It turns out he also got lost in this murderous aura. Yep, thank you for helping us find. Seriously, 100k only? Poor. Li Qinglin. We present the storage pouch to Li Qinglin. His typically refined and amiable expression shifts to a somewhat awkward one. Yep, I accidentally lost it. I would like to express my gratitude to you, but to be honest, there's nothing of value in the storage pouch. He opened it and inside were many neatly arranged bamboo mountain sect ropes. Yeah, nice. This is the storage pouch I kept as a memento from before I formed my golden core. Thank you though for helping me retrieve it. Take this pill, whatever it may be. Shaoyan cleansing pill. Ah, one of those, sure. And the Grand Elder, I found your sword. This is the Celestial River Immortal Sword. Perfect, excellent, excellent. Thank you for helping my sect find it. 800k. There you go, we got rich. But now I'll save over any other save we have and make sure we log in this progress. And we definitely did record. I'm seeing the record thing down there. But with this now, I believe we have reached the end of the episode. We will talk with Wei Wuji in the next episode, which happens to be episode 30. Yeah, exactly, episode 30. And we'll see how we can go from there. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. This series with the ancient ruins was definitely quite long, like 2 episodes, 1.5 hours. But I find the main story very, very cool. In future playthroughs, I'll definitely be skipping over the dialogue a lot, like I'll be explaining the gist of it. But I felt as this was like the first playthrough I am doing, I should feature the dialogue and the lore and what's happening and so on. But now I'm actually heading out. See you guys next time.